Here's your review of Veronica Mars, starring Kristen Bell. When they did the listing of the stars, they named the big people because everyone in this movie is a nobody. But James Franco, who's in it for like 10 seconds, and Jamie Lee Curtis, who's in it for a minute. So this film,
Dax Shepard is in it.
Yeah, but you just gave away big.
Kristen Bell.
I just said Kristen Bell.
Oh.
All right, so this film is 100% based on the TV show. Like, it's a continuation.
No, I mean, it's not even based. It is the TV show.
It's a TV show. Yeah, you're seeing the TV show on the big screen. So for those of you who never saw the TV show, which is me, Veronica was a teenage private eye who I guess solved murder mysteries. So during her teenage years.
She's like a modern-day Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
Oh.
So in this film,
and people loved it. Like, that was a cult classic.
Yeah.
Like,
What's the film?
Veronica Mars, and it's Kristen Bell's. Like the first time you ever heard of Kristen Bell, she was,
she was a teenager
cute.
then too.
Yeah, she was.
So in this film, Veronica returns to her hometown for her high school reunion, but then gets sucked into her old life as she has to help her old flame, who's embroiled in a murder mystery.
Uh-oh.
Wow, sounds like a TV show. Marcus, I know you're a smart guy, but honestly, were there times you were confused and lost? The filmmakers made this movie for people who saw the TV show only, right?
They did. I mean, I didn't watch the TV show, so I was. You know what it was like? It was literally like, hey, this show has been on TV for a couple of years. You should see it, and then you go and you watch that first episode after it's been on for 10 years, and you spend most of the film trying to catch up with all the storylines and plot lines and all that stuff. So that's where I was coming from.
Now listen,
hang on.
Vinny's hand is raised.
Wasn't this a Kickstarter film, though?
Yes.
So don't you think that's their way of rewarding the people who paid for it,
That's
is
exactly
by making it for them?
Exactly what I was thinking. Okay. The people who, because when we were in the screening, people were applauding and going crazy.
They were losing their crap.
Yeah. Hooman and Toba, we were like,
They're
okay.
crapping all over the place.
There were two girls sitting in front of us.
Seats and pooping.
There was two chicks in front of us.
They were squatting in their seats and just getting down.
They had a blanket and they were cuddled under it, and they held their blanket up to their mouths, and they were like just cuddling and so excited over
Sarah
every
and I
word.
do that. We bring a big quilt to the theater.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's so nice.
We do a quilt, 2 pairs of socks, and a big box of kettle corn popcorn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Giant
I love
quilt.
kettle corn.
It's like being in the living room.
Does it say PG underneath that blanket?
Depends on what movie we're watching.
Hey,
Frozen.
Marcus, did this movie feel like an after-school special?
No, it didn't feel like an after school special. No, it didn't.
Totally
Did
did.
not. Why? No, it didn't feel like an after school special. You know what it felt like? Honestly, it was just like watching a TV show on the big screen. That's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah, they kind of phoned it in. Like, if you're making a film, like, do some extra cool crap. You're making a movie.
Yeah, I don't think they phoned it in. I think Vinny had it right. It was kind of a love letter to the fans of that TV show.
They raised the money for this in like
a week.
Right.
$2 million.
Which is a lot of money to ask for on Kickstarter. And
by the
clearly
way,
there was enough fans to do it.
And a $2 million film is nothing. So they didn't have a lot of money to spend on making this. So I'm certain that everybody in the movie took like next to nothing. It was just a way to reward the longtime fans and followers of that TV show. They gave them something.
That's cool.
And if it makes money, they'll all make a little money.
They'll probably do another one.
Well, here, let me just say this. Before the film started, they asked everyone who contributed to raise their hands. And literally 3/4 of the place, this pre-screening, people raised their hands and said, we contributed. So that was just our one screening. So you're right. Maybe this is just for them. Some of it all was just the movie kind of sucked. I mean, I got to be honest. I couldn't figure out who the hell anyone was. I just didn't care at all. I think I leaned over to Marcus at least 14 times and been like, I want to go. I got to get out of here. I mean, I sat. But the fact is, if you didn't love the TV show, this movie's going to miss you. It totally missed me. I wrote 1.5 Persians, but the more I'm talking, I got to lower it. It's 1 Persian.
I don't know. This is sort of a hedged review for me just because I didn't watch the series, and I don't want to be too harsh because clearly it's just not a movie meant for folks who didn't see the TV show. So it'd be really unfair to go, this sucked. As a film, if I was watching it on TV at home, I probably would have gone, okay, this is a pretty cool TV show. But on the movie screen, not for me. But I will say the people who loved the show, who were in that audience, they were applauding and going crazy. So if you're a fan of Veronica Mars, this is right up your alley. If you're like me, you could probably wait until it's back on TV.
So what are you giving it for a rating?
I'm giving it 1.5 Aussies.
See, it's the same as me.
But if you, based on the reactions of the people around you, it's a 3 to 4 star
easy
movie.
3-4
All right.
because people loved it. They were applauding.
loving it.
One lady was like, "Oh my god, it was like binge watching the entire series." I was like,
Aw.
"Oh, people were really happy with it."
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good.